What's up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. Today's video is it's another one of those videos on how to win games. I saw you guys really did enjoy the last video. I think we got like 3,000-4,000 views on it in the first day. So that's really good. So we're gonna be pumping out more content like that. I have a lot more clips. What the series is gonna be like, it's gonna be very casual. It's just gonna be me talking to you guys, right? It's just gonna be us talking, me talking, telling you guys what's going on in my brain. And it's going to be a super casual series, but very in-depth, right? So this is basically called a VOD review, in a sense. And VOD review basically means going over footage of like game film and just watching it back to see what you do wrong or what you do right. In this series, it's going to be mostly what we do right, but in some days, it'll be what we do wrong as well. Today's video is, I think it was a scrim 2 days back that we played for a final zone, and I did some really nice plays and played it really correctly and really well. So I'm gonna be highlighting that, and we're just gonna be watching what I did well in that situation. And yeah, all right, let's get straight into the clip, or this end zone basically. All right, so as you can tell right off the bat, we have 17 players left. I have 7 kills. Zone is already closing at the top right there. As you can tell, we are on the edge of zone right now, and we're actually inside of zone. Top right, I mean at the bottom right of the map, where it says like you see the running symbol guy. If there's no numbers beside him, that means you're in zone. But if there is a number beside him, like 10 meters, that means you have to still run into zone. Right now, we are in zone, so we have no numbers right there. So right off the bat, as you can tell, you can see that the bottom right of the map, towards like bottom circus or bottom of the sea at circus, the drop is taken, so that would indicate that there's a team at the bottom right. So we already know that there's a team there. Right now, as we're running into zone, a few of the things that we're looking at so far are this circus seems to rotate. So usually when zone closes, the area that's populated, like the area that has cover already, that's getting pushed by zone, usually has people in it. So in this case, that's going to be circus. And circus, there's a place to the back of circus called tents. And usually it has really good cover, and we're expecting a team to come out of tents, right? Rose is leading the push. The guys are following up. I snowboard to Rose and just be with him, right? So I'm just catching up to the IGL. And Rose is our IGL, and he basically tells us what to do, where to rotate to, and like the timings of when to do stuff. And that's what we're doing here. So we're following Rose, and yeah, we're just what Rose says we do, basically, right? He says something, we do it right away, and usually it works out most of the time. Obviously if it doesn't work out, then that's on him, but most of the time it does work out, and that's because we listen to him right away, and well, we just have ultimate trust in it, right? And that's the job of the IGO, to have ultimate trust in your IGO, right? When you're in a team oriented game and there's 4 players, right? We're all good players individually, but what makes a team good is the way you guys play together, right? And if there's multiple IGLs on the team, like it could work out, but most of the time it's not going to work out because there's going to be too many voices talking at the same time, right? And that's why having a sole dedicated IGL like Rose is really good, because it just gives you that that voice to listen to be like, okay guys, we're rotating to zone now, follow me, right? So we just follow him, and when we follow him, we usually win. So let's get straight into the clip. Bottom right sniping.
Yeah.
Yeah, in front of us. Going to our right now. Going to our right, Rose. Yeah, there. Careful.
People in
full team.
Circuit.
Just look for the ridge peaks. Look for the ridge peaks. Don't over peaks. All right. So right off the bat, there, the first call you can hear is that people sniping bottom right. When we're looking in the straight direction or in the front direction, bottom right obviously means, you know, like front right or like bottom right. And obviously bottom right of the map is the airdrop, right? I didn't say airdrop because I wasn't really looking at my map at the time, but now that I look back at it, there is an airdrop there, but bottom right still means the bottom right of the screen, which is the airdrop, right? Another call that I made there is that people in front of us. Obviously, it's not the most clear call out, but it worked out, right? My team is all looking in the same direction, right? In front of us. I should have said in front of us circus tents. That'd be a lot better. But in situations like this, you mess up the call sometime. But when you have a team, you know, when you have like your team with you in like all the group, it's usually easier to do stuff like, say, like in front of us. Rose knows that, and he's throwing nades right now in front of us right here. I do call in front of us, and I also call it that they're rotating right. So Rose has to be careful here, because the rotation right means that they're going to be, they might peek this corner here, which is like divider corner. I'm not sure what these things are called, like blocks or what, blockades, whatever it is. But they might peek this corner. So I don't know. Man changes his name like every second, bro. But you know they might peek that corner, so he has to be very careful. But he does know that, so he's throwing nades right now, and he's probably gonna back up right here. There's a lot to go on, and it's very quick. So make sure you guys do pay attention to what happens, and let's get back into it. Rosemary, let me push up to you. Let me push up to you.
Circus.
I have one of my name.
Mechanic's going up. To left.
Yo, you're right.
Bro, I got pinched. I'm resable though. Nice. Two down. Who's ready?
Obviously, a lot happened in the span of a few seconds, as you can tell. In situations like this, it's very hard to keep your head clear and stay very focused on everything that's happening, right? It's very hard to have that like clear focus. And now that I'm watching this back, I did mess up. I did fall down the hill. If I didn't fall down the hill, then I would have got a knock on another guy top that I'm watching back right now. But as you can tell right off the bat, Rose does push up. My teammates do push up from Rose's left from Circus side, right? So what my goal is now is to push up on the right side to hold that hill, right? One of the things that you need to focus on when you're playing competitive is that you're 4 people. That's 4 angles. You can double push an angle, but at the end of the day, it's better to have multiple angles on the same team. You guys understand what I mean, right? And that's what I do. That's what I feel like I do pretty good at. Is I identify the angle, right? So first off, you want to identify the angles that your team already has. So Rose is pushing front. The Res is pushing left. I think it was Res or Blues, but they're pushing left, which is from Circus. And that means right side is clear. So I'm sitting on right side. I don't need to move into Circus. I don't need to move into front. I just need to sit back right or like close right on top of that hill. If we go back a little bit, which is right here, right? Two of my teammates are already pushing left side. As you can tell right here. So yeah, one here. And I'm pretty sure there's another one back here. If you look at the map. Yeah, so they're all 3 over there. So my goal right now is to hold this side, right? This side is clear. And that basically enables us to have a pinch. And a pinch basically means that if there are players in here, and obviously there's players here, like right here, right? My team has angles from right side, right? Oh my god, that's a terrible arrow. But angles from right side. That means, and then I have angles from left side. Or I mean, they have angles from left side, I have angles from right side. On the same team. And that's a pinch, right? So, guys in the middle. Guys middle, right? My team, I'm here. My team's here. And now we're all shooting at the same guy. Right? And that's called a pinch. And that's what I do here, right? My team's on the left side. I'm on the right side. And I'm staying on the right side. I don't need to move. And that's a really big thing in fights. Is that you have to identify when you need to stop moving. And when you need to, you know, push up. When you need to fight. And there's sound cues, honestly, right? When I hear gunshots and I hear my teammates fighting on the people in front of us, that's my cue to be like, okay, I can walk up a little bit, right? One of the things you also have to identify is that you can't overpeak. And overpeak basically means that if I were to push up quicker, then that wouldn't enable my team to focus on the pinch, to get that pinch side, right? So basically meaning is that if I were to, when my team is still on this like back side right here, right? They're not really up here yet, and this is where they shoot at the team, right? If I were to push up when my teammates are here, right? That enables the team that's bottom hill from right here to have more time to look at me instead of focusing on my teammates that are pushing up to the left side, right? So that basically means it could work either way, but if I were to push up here, that means this team, bottom, will shoot at me first, and then my team will get the trade most likely from this left side, right? But that means I would get knocked. The reason why I want to peek last is due to the fact that my teammates have multiple players on the left side, and my goal is to shoot last. You guys understand what I mean? By shooting last, that means that you basically bait your team, quote unquote, bait your team, because they're not going to really get knocked because there's 3 of them on the left side. So the trades are going to be coming quickly on the left side, but you're going to get no trades on the right side because I have no one behind me. The only way I get trades is if my teammates are on the left side, right? And that's obviously they're going to peek after I get knocked, right? Usually when you're ISO playing on this, like when you're ISO playing on the right, when you're ISO playing an angle, you play for the last peek. The last peek basically means that when my team is fighting, I play for the flank and I get a few shots on the back. And I might get a knock, I might get 2 knocks, but I play for the last peek. Yo, you're right. So my team's pushing up here, right? Let's scroll back just a little bit right here.
Circus.
I do some poke shots right there.
Mechanic.
Actually, we'll mute the audio real quickly. I do some poke shots right here, right? And I see them right there. I know where they are. I sit prone here. Rose pushes up right there, and then this is where I get my flank on. As you can tell, I have a beautiful flank, right? The flank is perfect, right? I have their backs. I waited to the perfect time to peek it, and now I have their backs. And now I just shoot them in the back. I get one right here, and then there's another guy top. I'm pretty sure there's another guy top. Yeah, there was another guy top that I'm looking back at it now. And if I did fall down, then I would have obviously got the guy top as well, but I did fall down, so unfortunate, but it is a-okay. And now let's see what's going on next, right?
Rising.
He's climbing up, coming up, your left. Okay. Right there, obviously, that player's on my right, but that player's on my teammate's left, right? And that's a really big thing to know, right? Knowing your left and right. Obviously, you know, some people are bad at directional sound and everything, but, you know, knowing your left and knowing your right is a really big thing, because when you're saying that that player's on my teammate's left, obviously it's, you know, it's precise. It has to be quick and precise, and you have to know right away where left and right is, right? Obviously, in situations you're gonna mess up the direction. I do mess up a lot of the time, but it could cost your team, right? Because I said, oh, that guy's pushing up on your right, right? My teammate's gonna be looking on the right side. My teammate's gonna be looking on this right side, right? And he said, oh wait, there's no one there. Boom, get shot on the left side, right? So obviously, just don't mess up right there. I also said that he's climbing. I'm sorry about here though. It's like storming outside right now. My door is open. Don't worry about that. There's no ghosts in here, hopefully. But I also say he's climbing, right? So I say he's climbing up your left, right? So that means he knows, my teammate knows that this player is on ridge, and he's going up right now, right? So my teammates are right here, and they know that to focus on this side, right? So precise, like we said in the last video, directional. It has to be direction, efficiency, and like fast, and you know, it has to be like precise and like the direction of the map, right? So he's climbing left, and then yeah, he's climbing your left, right? Very quickly, very fast, and right out of the way, my teammate knows what's going on.
Watch left. He's pushing. He's
There's
pushing.
still guy bottom. So I went all the way down. So the reason why I called all the way bottom is that I thought I heard footsteps bottom, but I didn't hear any footsteps bottom. So now I do push back up. I said I did tell my teammates that I did fall all the way down. So that means my teammate knows that I am out the picture. So now it's two of them up there. I went all the way down.
Left side, pushing.
I'm coming up behind right now. All right. So Rose makes a very quick call, right? Left side pushing. That's a very quick call. And you see how fast he said it and how loud he said it? He said it very fast and very loud because my team needs to know right away. Left side pushing, boom, right? And in scrims, like seconds is a long time. Milliseconds is a long time. Because if that call was like a second or 2 seconds late, my team would have been shot from left and died, right? So it's all about being quickly and making sure that their calls are precise, right? So your teammate doesn't get caught. And, you know, Rose is dead, but he's the loudest voice in this team right now, right? And that's a very big thing, right? As you can tell, Rose is dead. I know voices, but the player who just screamed out left and not really screamed out, but left pushing, that's Rose, and he's dead right now, right? So what I want you guys to focus on, if you are dead, I want you guys to focus on being the loudest voice on your team. Not the loudest to where you're overpowering the comms of like the solo or the duo players or the trio players, but loud enough to be heard and tell your teammates what's going on, because you can see everybody. You can switch player to player, right? And you can see everything that's going on, right? You can see if I see someone bottom ridge, Rose could be looking at my screen and calling it out for me, right? But I would be probably making that call, right? But Rose sees everything, and that's his play to be loud. He has to be loudest on the team. If you're dead, you should be the loudest on the team, but obviously not too loud, right? Oh my god, you guys hear that? Thundering. Hopefully this thing doesn't crash. Anyways, I also did say that I'm pushing behind them, right? I know that they walked up from this left side, so now I'm saying I'm pushing behind them. So let's continue on to this. Right now.
One's in a water.
Rez, look above you.
There's two up there.
Yeah, you play with SuN, bro.
I'm gonna back. So my teammates say there's two up there. I do some poke shots into that manta ray player, right? I did hear that there's two up there. So that means I'm gonna be fighting a 2v1 if I do stay up there, right? And a very quick play that I made was that I'm gonna back. I'm not gonna fight the 1v2. I'm not gonna ego challenge the 1v2. I'm gonna chill, wait for it to happen, and then, you know, have my teammates to come support me from bottom, right? So yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, right? You don't want to fight for the 1v2. You want to fight for the 1v1s or the 2v2, right? If I were to push up there and you know, I might have got one, but then I would get traded out because there's two up there and my teammate's not with me, right? So what you want to do is wait for your teammate, or honestly, if you get a free kill or a free pick, then that'd be really good. But I didn't get a free pick. No one was peeking. I didn't know where the other guy was. I saw where one was, but I didn't see where the other guy was. And because I didn't see where the other guy was, I decided to back up and wait for my teammate to come support me.
Yeah, got back.
Nice.
On me.
All right. I actually split back, but all right, we'll go back again and watch the same thing.
There's two up there.
Yeah, you play with SuN, bro.
I'm gonna back.
Yeah, got back.
So Resume gets a knock, right? As I back up, Resume pushes up, and I basically bait them out to push me. That wasn't intentional, but it did work out. I back away, that guy pushes up closer, Resume's there, and gets him while he's pushing up to me, and trying to shoot some shots at me while I'm snowboarding away, which is honestly on him. He costed, right? As soon as Resume gets that knock, chat, look what I do here.
Nice.
On me.
Another one.
Laser, you can push up.
Oh,
Nice.
Did you guys see that? As soon as Resume got the knock, I hop off my snowboard, turn around, and start shooting at that corner. Because I know that player wants to trade out Resume, because Resume got one of them. So what I do is I turn and support. I don't run away. I don't look the other way. I turn and support instantly. We'll watch this back. But this is a very big thing to highlight here.
Play with SuN, bro.
I'm gonna back.
Yeah, got back.
Nice.
On me.
Another one.
Laser, you can push up.
oh,
Nice. What you're supposed to do there is, I don't even need to know where the guy is. I just need to shoot that corner, because that is the first point of this is called predictive play. Like we talked about earlier, predictive and reactive. That was predictive. I didn't see him yet, but I knew that player wants to trade my teammate out and like take him out, right? To make it a 1v1. So I instantly turn around and shoot the corner. And I honestly didn't even know he was there. I just shot the corner and he was there, obviously, right? And I know he was going to be there due to the fact that that is the fastest way to get the trade on my teammate, right? That's the same angle that my teammate did peek to get the other guy. So that's the fastest way that he could get the trade on my teammate. So I shoot that corner. That's like basically like shooting a window, right? Like if there's someone in the house, you know what I mean? And my teammate calls out he's top floor, he might peek top floor window, right? You don't know what window it is going to be, but you can predict what window it's going to be, right? If my teammate says left room, it's going to be that left room window. So I pre-aim left room window, and then when he peeks it, he's dead, or you just pre-fire him, right? And that's what I did here. I turned around, shot the corner of the hill, and he was there. And I did a lot of damage. I call he's weak. My teammate pushes up, gets the kill. 1v4s. It wasn't 1v4, but he did get 4 kills right there, as you can tell.
Yo, I see him. He's at 205. I'm throwing grenades.
No. Stay up here as long as possible. Yeah.
Reloading.
Try
Cover
to
me.
get that finish. Oh.
Changing mag. Cover me.
One guy to our right.
You've been
You guys
out
gotta-
Rose.
Alright, if you guys didn't know what I just did right there, there is a way to jump off of cliffs and not fly off. This is a very high skilled move that not a lot of people know. And it's basically when you jump off a hill, you want to 180 look at the hill. So think of the hill as right here. This is the hill right here, right? Actually, we'll draw it out for you guys. So act like this is the hill. Oh, that was a terrible hill. Oops. What is this? Storming out there. Think of this as the hill. I am this player, right? And I am looking this way, right? If I were to jump off the hill, and obviously when you jump off the hill, you look frontward, right? So when I jump off the hill, I want to, while I'm jumping, I want to turn 180 and look at the hill. So you don't fly off, right? So you want to turn 180, Like straight up turn 180 and look at the hill. Right? And that negates the flying mechanism in the game. And now you don't fly, you don't glide off, right? And also, while I'm jumping off the hill, I know that I'm not gonna be flying, so I hold my smokes out. And as soon as I do that, as soon as I jump off the hill, I throw smokes out instantly. I know there's a guy right due to the fact that there's a mechanic. I'm not sure if you guys saw it earlier. Let me just go back a little second.
Try to get that finish.
So I see the mechanic right here. As you can tell, there's a mechanic right there. You can tell it's like, where's Waldo? Mechanic right there. I see the mechanic. I call this guy right. My teammate knows the guy left. And that means there is at least 2 more unknown. Right? There is 6 players in this game. 2 are top hill. 1 is right side. And 1 is left side. Right? So that means there's 2 unknown, because that's 4. We can do math again if you guys want to. You know what I mean? And now let's see the turn 180 once again. One guy to our right, one guy to our right.
You've been out of Rose.
I didn't do like 360s because I wasn't like, I wanted to make sure I missed. Right sniping at us, right sniping at us.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, I have a lot of smokes for this final zone. Let's see how many smokes I have again. I have 10 smokes, chat. I have 10 smokes for this zone. And I smoke a lot, right? And that's a big thing for final zones and competitive tournaments. Having utility for endgame. The only cover we had really here was like grass and this cabin that was getting pushed by zone. So smokes was our best friend right there. And let's continue on watching how we did clutch up this end. Sniping at us, right? Sniping at us.
Yeah.
So I popped Trickster there to bait out the teams to peek us. Honestly, Trickster there was to just give a little bit more of a comfort for me to actually push up there and actually like push out. So I throw a nade on left side, knowing that there's people left side. I did hold it on just a bit too long, and I don't think it hit anything.
Open. You gotta
On the drop.
Yeah.
On the drop.
Oh, it hit me.
Nice.
So that fight was called an ego challenge. It was a win or lose fight right there that I needed to win. In certain situations, I would usually get yelled at for that fight because they'll be like, "Son, why are you ego challenging?" Right? But the thing about that is that if I didn't win that fight, we would have no cover, and we would just be getting shot at from right side. So that was a must-win fight, and that was a huge win for me to win that. So now that we have cover, and that we know that there's right side is clear now, right? We know that. Oh my god, we know that right side is clear, so we can just prone towards the right side ridge of this, which is it's like a very like not really steep, but a very small ridge that we have here that we just have cover for. As you can see in this next clip.
Play ridge.
I can't, I'm healing.
Prone res.
So I could have smoked him, but I focused on the heal first. I focused on the heal because I know that if my teammate does get knocked, then I need to focus on my heal. Obviously, I could have smoked him, but honestly, I should have smoked him, but I was kind of playing selfish and playing for my heal off before I smoked him, right? But it does pay off when you see this next part. Knocked one.
Nice. Nate.
So as you can tell there, I know that my teammate, is in trouble. I have a heal off, right? I know my teammate's still getting shot because I hear the gunshot noises from those guys. And, I was like, okay, I know that they're there. I have 37 HP. He's shooting my teammate. It's another must-win fight. That was another ego challenge as well, chat. But it was a must-win again, right? I could have played for my heal off, but if I did play for that, my teammate could have gotten knocked because that guy was shooting at him, right? So I decided to make the play of shooting back while he's shooting my teammate and shooting him from the side. And obviously I didn't miss any single one of my shots, right? And that's another thing that, in these situations, you cannot miss. You cannot afford to miss a single bullet because time is of the essence. And if I didn't knock him quicker, my teammate could have got knocked. And then it would have been a 1v2. I would have done a lot of damage. But now it's a 1v2. That guy is going to sit there and heal. I have no nades to win this. To like nade them off for that drop. So it was basically like a must win right there. And, can't miss those shots in those important moments.
Yeah, smoke me.
Play ridge.
I can't. I'm healing.
Prone res. Son, you didn't heal.
Knocked one.
Nice. Nades.
I have no nades. I'm healing. He's knocked that drop. He's knocked that drop. You're chilling now. He's chilling. 2v1. Just chill. Breathe.
Oh yeah, get his feet.
So that's those are big calls for me. In situations like this, I say this from personal experience. When it's fights like this, it's adrenaline gets to you. Adrenaline gets to you very quickly. I've learned from experience that it does get to you very quickly, and that's why I just continuously say breathe, chill, 2v1. I make sure my teammate knows that it's two of us versus one of them. So mathematically, and from time and time again, usually 2 win unless this guy goes huge, right? And insane 1v2, right? But I tell my teammates that, so I say chill, breathe, chill, calm down, take your time, and let's freaking win this game. All right. So now I chill, I get that knock, I pop my heal. As soon as I get that knock, I pop my heal, right? Boom. While I'm popping my heal, I scan the area. I look at the top right. I see there's 2 players up. One's knocked right now, so it's 2v1. My teammate's on my right side, so I know that we can start working on a pinch for this guy, the last guy at the airdrop. And we know he's at airdrop because we see him at the airdrop, right? And then now I pop my heal, I reload, and the finale here. Okay, ready? I'm going.
Oh, easy now. The shit's on him.
He's trying. What's he trying to do? Bro,
He's beamed. Please hit your shots, bro. Come on, Rez. Thank you.
go.
Right there, obviously, I was kind of upset my teammate didn't hit his shots, but he did manage to get the kill at the end, so that's okay. One of the things I do want to note about this is that I said that I'm ready, I'm going. We can go back to here a little bit. We'll go here. 2v1. Just chill. Breathe.
Oh yeah, get his feet, Rez.
Okay, ready? I'm going. I'm going, right? And that means start working on your pinch. Get up, start working on your pinch, start pushing to the right side. I'm on your left side right now. I'm on your left side, and I can have this left side. So basically, this is called a pinch again, right? So another pinch. My teammate pops the mechanic, and the mechanic is going to fly over here and sit on top of him. And now this guy cannot shoot anything. That means he can only hip fire, right? The mechanic enables you to only hip fire when you get scanned by it. I'm pushing left side. My teammate is pushing right side. This guy has nowhere to go. He's behind an airdrop, right? So what I'm doing right now is called pre-firing. And pre-firing basically means that I know he's there. Even if you don't know he's there, pre-firing still works, right? I know he's behind the drop. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to preemptively shoot the left side of the drop in case he walks there or peeks it. You guys understand what I mean, right? And that enables, if he even inches to the left side, I have him. I have shots on him. I already have shots that are going towards him, right? And I do hit a few of those pre-fire shots, and that just forces him to, get panicked, and he just, somewhere's out and decides to, just die, right?
Easy now. The shit's on him.
I do hit a little bit of spray transfer right there, because I see him snowboard, so I hit a few of those snowboard shots, and then my teammate at the end secures it off and wins us the game. And that's basically it. And that is how you win scrims, chat, right? Communication, teamwork. Obviously, communication is a big factor. Teamwork, basic gun skill, and just having that, ultimate gun skill and that superior gun skill to know that you have trust in your shots and you believe in your shots, that you're not going to miss. In those situations where you need to hit your shots, you're not going to miss them. And that's a big thing that I've learned throughout this year of playing Call of Duty Mobile competitively, is that I've built up confidence and built up the level of gun skill to the point where I can go for these ego challenges and I know that I can win them, and I can go for these support shots and know that I can hit every single one of those shots when he's standing still. And that's what I want you guys to focus on. When you're in those games, I want you guys to have confidence in fighting those fights that you need to win. In pub games, if you're ever low HP, don't run. Don't run away. Don't try to get cover, because the second you turn your back, you're dead. Right? I want you guys to fight and actually fight. I want you guys to go for ego challenges to the point where it's a life or death gunfight. Right? Obviously, don't go for the bad ones where it's he has a head glitch and you're in the middle of the field. Don't go for those ones. Go for the ones where it's like the one I showed you guys, the one that you guys saw, right? he has that spot and he's shooting me and my teammate. And if I win this fight, we have that spot. If I lose this fight, we lose the game. Those fights are the good fights to take as ego challenges. Those fights where he's at the airdrop shooting my teammate in the back and I'm sitting here and healing. Right? Those are the fights that you need to take and you need to win. And those fights are the ones that's going to make you a very good BR player. And a teammate that people want to play on your team. Where they can trust you to support them and trust you to win those fights that, you know, they can't win right now, right? Because he's running into zone and I'm already in zone. I'm getting shot at and he's getting shot at. And, you know, if I just throw smoke, I'm dead. Because while I'm throwing smoke, he's going to shoot me. You know, if I try to strafe and not shoot back, he's just going to keep on shooting. He has a 50 round, he has a custom AK. You know what I mean? So it's about, you know, knowing when to fight it. And obviously those are good fights to take. And you guys have seen examples of good fights to take and bad fights to take. Actually, I haven't seen bad fights yet because we'll get into that in the more videos. But in those good fights, that's a good fight. Those two fights, airdrop and the guy right side, good fights, good ego challenges to take. Because it's for positioning, for cover, and ultimately for the win, right? And I know you guys all want to win. If you're watching this video right now, I know you guys want to win. So, videos like this are we keep on coming out onto my channel, and hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you made it all the way to this end of this video, make sure to comment a secret code in the chat or in the comments, and I'll give you guys a heart if you guys do. And the code's gonna be 5001. So 5001. Right? Comment that. And I will know that you guys are gonna make it to the end of the video if you guys made it to the end of the video. And you know, it just gives me more motivation to do this, right? To do these types of content for you guys, because I see all these comments saying, "Oh my gosh, Sean, thank you so much for making this content. It's beautiful, bro." And that really excites me. But when people make those comments, I don't see the 5001. I don't see those secret codes. So I know that they make it all the way to the end. And you know, it kind of sucks, but at the end of the day, I understand you don't have 30 minutes to watch videos, but if you guys do really want to take that extra time and learn, these are the videos that you guys are watching. You guys need to watch. So on that, guys, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys all in the next YouTube video.